Hello and welcome to my Let's Play of Opus Magnum. This is another Zakatronics game. In months past I did a Let's Play of Sinjin.io, which is also made by Zakatronics. So this is another crazy puzzle game. Doesn't involve a programming like assembly like Zakatronics does, but it's more like Space Chem, where you build a kind of chemicals or something like this. Let's get started. I haven't played this game. Don't know much about it. Prologue. The transmutation engine. Transmutation lab rules. It's kind of hard to read this text. Access is restricted to graduate level alchemy engineering students and faculty only. Any exceptions must be approved by the chancellor. Keep your student alchemist's permit and sigil with you at all times while in lab. No food and drink are permitted in lab. Do not sit or lean on the transmutation engine or the related components. Please keep the area clean for everyone else. This means you, Antius. Alright, lesson 1. I'm amazed you put off learning how to use the transmutation engine for this long. I think that was Henry Servin. Antaeus Yavaya. I was concentrating on work by hand. You know that. Antaeus, we're about to graduate. I know, that's why I need you to summarize all this for me as fast as you can. These are reagents. They are the input for doing alchemy. This is the product. Your job as an alchemist is to build machines that combine reagents into useful products. Alright. To complete a puzzle, build all products. Press play to start the transmutation engine. This is the instruction tray. Instructions will tell machines parts what to do. Alright, clicky click. What do I have to click on? I'm gonna go. Pause key. Step key. Stop key. Grab instruction. Rotate instruction. Reset instruction. Extend instruction. Show ghost atoms. Holding this button will show you atoms present when you last stopped. Show current area. Whoa. What craziness is this? Show diagram. Displays an alchemical reference diagram. Yeah. I guess we'll display it. Press the play button to start the engine. So it grabs this thing and changes it over here. Nice. Your machine successfully created the desired product. Understand so far? Of course. I knew that part was easy. This part was easy. That's why I never worried about it. I count you as a friend, Antaeus. But sometimes you carry your genius alchemist act a little too far. Act? Ho ho. Lesson arms. So let's take the first and most important part. The arm. I understand. What's next? Wait, don't rush ahead. Let me go through the material. You'll need to see this. Place an arm below, setting the rotation and length so the gripper is over the reagent. Reagent. I don't know how you say that word. I've always seen it in like RPGs, but is it reagent? Okay, it's reagent. It's like re and then agent. Very good. All right. So add the instructions to the instruction tray below to make you pick up the reagent and move it to the product output. There's all this craziness. Drop instruction. Where's the arm? Oh, here's your arm. So I gotta do something, huh? Grab, drop, rotate. Place the arm by setting the rotation and length. How the hell do you set the length? I was like, yeah, I know that's wrong. How do you delete these things? Just drag them off, huh? Should be an extend or something like that. Grab. It's not gonna work. Oh, there it goes. I have to drag and hold it. So I want to pick up like this one. I don't know, this one. So grab, I don't know how many rotates, something like that, and drop. Too many rotates, probably. One more rotate. There we go. Right, so arms pick up and move elemental proxies around the surface of the transportation engine. Right, and you control their behavior with instructions. Yes, of course. Of course. Moving right along. Pivots. In some cases, you'll want an arm to rotate what it's gripping. You mean as opposed to the arm itself rotating. That's right. In those cases, use a pivot instruction. Place the arm. Grab it. Add instructions to make it pick up the reagent and move it to the output. So pick up, pivot, pivot, drop. I don't know what it's wanting me to do. It's definitely not that. Alright. I got it now. Go this way. And probably pivot some direction and drop it. Is there a reset instruction? Doesn't look like it. At least not yet, anyway. Alright, all very straightforward and simple. How nice, this is so easy for you. Why? How long did it take you to learn all this? Let's just keep going. Pistons. A piston arm is a kind of a special kind of arm that can extend and retract. And presumably there are instructions to control the piston. That's right, I'll demonstrate. Piston. Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, there. So let's pick up, rotate like 3 times, and see where that is. Oops, that's wrong kind of rotate. Too many rotates. And then we'll drop. In this lesson I dropped, you need a reset instruction instead. Now that. I see. Piston arms can reach areas you can't with a normal arm. That's what makes them so useful. They cost a little bit more than regular arms, though. And I can use a reset instruction to make an arm return to its initial state from wherever it is. That's convenient. Just remember the reset instruction takes the same amount of time it would to issue those individual instructions. Well, yes, of course it will. Of course. Lesson tracks. What's next? Next we have tracks, which are like paths you can place on the board. It's easier to show you. To create a track between the reagent and the product, place an arm on the track and add the instructions to make it pick up the reagent and move it to the product output. How do I undo this? Whoa. Maybe something like that. Move instruction. Moves an arm on a track in the negative direction. Positive direction. Let's pick up. And then we'll rotate a couple times. And then we'll move in the positive direction twice. And then we'll reset. Look at that. I see. When you place an arm on a track, the arm can move forward or backward along the path. Tracks can be quite powerful, but I'm still learning how to use them effectively in my designs. Could you put multiple arms on a single track? I think so. I never thought to try that. I'll have to experiment later. Lesson: Transmutation. So, to perform transmutations, we use glyphs. For example, say I want to calcify an element. You place a glyph of calcification on the board and move the element you want to calcify over it. Anateus, yes, I mean, that's correct, but at least let me get through the explanation first. I got all the explanation I need. You use a piston arm and a glyph of calcification to turn the reagent, a fire atom, into the product, a salt atom, and move it to the product output. Glyph of calcification. Transmute any of the 4 cardinal elements into neutral salt. Okay, so let's take this dude. And then we'll go here. We'll do a pickup and a couple rotates and a retract and a reset. How about one less rotate? There we go. It's quite fast, this glyph. Yes, welcome to the modern alchemical engineering. How many transmutations are available as glyphs? Most of the common ones so far. There's ongoing research to develop more with what you know, which you would know if you had paid any attention to the recent developments in your field. Bonding. This must be glyph bonding. It is. To use it, actually, why don't you show me how it works? Seems that's the way things are going around here. Very well. Use 2 arms and the glyph of bonding to bond 2 salt atoms together and move them to the product output. So we pick up, rotate a couple times, and then we reset. Pick up, rotate a couple times, and reset. Error. Bond atoms may not be moved into 2 different directions at once. Huh? Oh, maybe I'm just supposed to drop this one. There we go. So this guy, instead of a reset, he needs to do a rotate and then a reset. There we go. The transmutation engine makes the alchemical engineering far simpler. You could have been using it the whole time. But I'm glad I did things the hard way for so long. I hope you're not like this in real life, Anateus. But this is real life. Stabilized water. I think that's everything you need to know to use the transportation engine effectively. I'll make one more product to make sure I get it. From now on, you will place products and reagents on your own. They're at the top of your toolbox. And all this kind of stuff. Was that salt? Yeah, in the center that's salt. Fixed length arm. So we'll put that there. We'll grab and then we'll rotate, and reset. Oops, wrong rotate. Oops, wrong rotate. There we go. What's this? Nothing. Alright, so that there. No, that doesn't need to be. And for this guy, we'll pick up this, and then we'll rotate, and then reset. Okay. And now what I do? Glyph of bonding. So let's pick. Let's see, let's just keep rotating maybe. And then reset. There we go, look at that. Super fast. Ah, the good old leaderboard where everyone does it better, slightly better than me. At least I got the average score. Neat. Area. People did it with less area and less cycles, less power. It's pretty impressive. I wonder how they optimize that craziness. Multi-bonding, unbonding. Whoa, look at that craziness. Piston arm. There's no real difference. Look at these white dots on my arm. I don't know how to optimize that. I'll have to look up how the people do it. I don't know if I actually read the last thing. So what are your plans after you graduate? I think I'll be a head alchemist for one of the August houses. That's bold. Right out of school? Why not? True enough. No ambition could be too great for you and for yourself. I like it here. I think I'll stick around and hopefully become a professor. You do seem to have an affinity for teaching. You think so? Well then, maybe each of us will realize his Opus Magnum. Opus Magnum. I've always found that to be a rather pretentious term, but I agree with the sentiment at least. Why are you laughing? Anatius Vaya found something pretentious? Tell me more. Alright, look at all these puzzles. Warning, the experiments described in the Journal of Alchemical Engineering are advanced research projects conducted by prominent alchemists at the university. We advise completing the first few chapters of Magnum Opus campaign before attempting to replicate them. The Journal, Puzzle Editor, Steam Workshop. Submissions. Collection of user-created puzzles by Zachatronics. Submit a puzzle. Why are puzzles interesting? That's cool. I like the idea of like him hand-picking Steam Workshop puzzles to be like these ones are more interesting than the rest of them. Alright, I think that's a good stopping point for the episode. Thanks for watching. See you next time.